To remove the front anti-roll bar bushes, there are 4 bolts that need to be undone from underneath the car. You can just about see the bush here. So if we just go under the car, there is 16mm at one end, and 18, and then 2 15mm bolts. Just go underneath the engine tray here. So the 2 15s need to be completely removed. The 16 needs to be completely removed, but the 18 just needs to be loosened so that you can spin this piece of metal. The metal bar needs to be spun round so that you can remove the anti-roll bar bush from it, but you don't need to completely remove the whole bar. So the 2 15mm, 16mm bolts have been removed, and the 18mm has been loosened. So we can now just turn that, which gives access to be able to move the carrier. Just see the carrier for the anti-roll bar bush, so we can just turn that round, or move the bush around so we can actually get it off the anti-roll bar. So in order to access it, twist the underneath plate, which gives space, and then you can just wiggle the carrier and bush along to be able to give access to then completely remove it from the anti-roll bar. With some gentle and gradual persuasion, you can move the anti-roll bar bush and carrier along the anti-roll bar, so you get it, move it towards the wheel and towards the drop links, and that will then give you space to be able to remove it from the anti-roll bar and then be able to fit the new bushing on. Once you have it moved along, it should just be a case of pushing on the anti-roll bar carrier and it will come off. Which will then allow you to remove the anti-roll bar off, sort of bushing off the anti-roll bar as well. So now we have the carrier and the old anti-roll bar bush out. I've got new ones to go in. I've bought the genuine Porsche ones. Some people will go for poly bushes, but I'd prefer to stick with the OEM. So the part number is 996 343 792 12 for the front anti-roll bar bushes. See that the old one has got quite squashed in comparison. Let's just open this up. Hopefully this should help with the any knocking noises. The old one feels quite hard. The new one is a much softer rubber, and over time the rubber hardens and causes a lot more of a knocking sound. The new anti-roll bar bush fitted to the anti-roll bar, you can then fit the carrier back on, and we'll be able to do the reverse process, put the bolts in place and then tighten up the 18mm to put the whole arm back on, and that will be the job done.